So I have started the process of digging a trench for the pipe. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put it right along the house. So I'm starting that. Hopefully I'll get this done today. But I have a decent shovel for digging trenches, but it's fiberglass, and as you can see, the fiberglass has been exposed to sun, so you can't touch it. So right now I'm taking tape, and I'm going to be taping over the fiberglass, because even though I can keep my hands on the handles, I can still feel that some of the fiberglass is going into the back of my hands, and it really itches. So I have lots of tools. I have all kinds of shovels and stuff. I would never buy fiberglass handles again, because when they go bad and are awful. So I have, square shovel, pointed shovel, and then I've got the trench digging shovel. But actually I've been doing a lot of the work with just tearing up the ground a little bit first. But we'll see how it goes. Making progress. Kind of got it down, but it's not deep enough yet. Let's see, we're at about what, 5 inches or so. So definitely a little deeper. And yeah, part of what I'm doing is as I dig with the narrow shovel, I got the tape on there now, and then when I need to break stuff up, I use this to come in here and just loosen it up, and then help pull out some of the bigger rocks, because these rocks are kind of big, and they don't do well with the shovel. And then on top of that, so far I've been working on putting in the threaded pieces. So I have these monster channel locks, and I'm over here. I have 3 threaded pieces I have to put in, 1 on the tank and 2 here. And I used the Teflon tape on there, and I'm really trying to crank these down tight, and you can see where the plastic is shredding a little. I'm going to be taking a break and then doing this some more, because I want to get those all the way in and nice and tight. So right now I'm gluing some of the pipe together. I'm doing the straight pieces because they're a little bit easier. I have both the primer and the glue. The primer helps if there's any oils or dirt, so it helps make everything stick better. I'm really hoping I get this finished today. To have some water, yeah. Up. Camera fell. Hopefully it won't fall this time. We'll see. Ugh. In some ways this pipe's a little harder to work with because it's 1 inch, but obviously we want a good flow of water into the house. Actually in the house we're going to be down to 3/4, but alrighty, so one more here. I'm really trying to take my time with this because I only want to have to do this once. I really don't want to have to fix leaks in the future. So. As tight as I'd like, but that's about, it's already setting. Let's try to hope I can get this one a bit better. The glue usually makes it a little easier to slide in, but with this bigger pipe, sometimes I find it a challenge. Okay. All right. Now if I can do the same thing on this one, we'll be good to go. So far, so good. And as you can see, my trench is looking pretty good. I probably still need to dig some more out of it, but right here, and then up to there. And then I'm still tightening with the giant channel locks. I'm still tightening these down. I'm trying to get them all the way down to where this piece here, where this here butts right up to the, so like you can still see some threads there. I want to get that all the way down. It's a lot of work. And then I'm going to try to use an elbow and the reducer to go right to that piece. And then over here, I'll be cutting it off down here back to the 1-inch pipe, because this has 1 inch coming in where my other one had the 3/4, my other pump, which is over there. And that ugly piece down there, let's see if I can get my finger in here. That ugly piece down there, that's the check valve. What that does is that prevents the water from running backwards. So it keeps the pump primed. And it looks like it may start raining today. 40% chance. Who knows? We don't get these beautiful clouds out here very often. It is getting windy. So it's a nip in the air. So, and of course, here's my old sock deck. And again, for the people that said, oh, you just need to take something and sand it down. Well, see, but all these are new from when I did it last time. And so it's rusting in places it hadn't rusted before. And if I was to sand this in a lot of spots, it would just go through. I mean, sand it with something tough, because this is just all rotten. Okay. Those clouds kind of look pretty, don't they? It looks like they come out really nice on the camera. So, while I was out, this broke. This is the check valve. This is the piece that I have to have so that the water doesn't run out of the pump when it has pressure in it, because it keeps it from running back. And you can see here that the threads on this piece on the other end actually broke. So it looks like I'm going to have to try to get that out, and then I may as well go ahead and replace it on both ends. So I don't have the parts right now, so I'm getting really close, but and I can try. There's an Ace in town, or something like an Ace. That's only 20 miles away, where the Home Depot is 40 miles away. So, still working on it. No water today, unless I want to head out. Okay, here we go. It's the moment of truth. I'm going to turn on the water. The one spot I'm most concerned about is this joint right here. It is possible that it's going to pop. I hope not, but we'll see. So here we go. I gotta set this down. It's going to take me 2 hands. Alrighty, I got the water on. We're walking. We're looking at a little pipe here, because obviously you don't want to bury your pipe until you know that you're not leaking. And here we go, we got a leak. I'm a little surprised. I thought that was good. So I found a big old pipe wrench. And I had to put some WD-40 on it because, like everything around here, it's old and rusty, but it's very heavy duty, very sturdy. So I think this is going to be probably pretty perfect for my being able to hold it on one side. Whoa. You did not want to stay, huh? course I got this down off the screen, but that's okay. I guess I'm going to switch it like this. Slow, I may be slow on some of this stuff, but slow and steady will win the race. My pipe wrench is not working as well as I had hoped. We'll try one more time to get it in there good. Loosen it up just a hair. What's happening is the pipe wrench is actually not, they're not perpendicular to each other. So it's moving some, but I'm hoping I get it good enough and I can not have to worry about it. So put in place, because ideally we want to do this around and around, because that would be a lot easier. I also have a vice grip outside I could use, but I wanted to do this inside in the comfort of my own home, if possible. I have enough that I have to do outside, but it's not going well. So you get the general idea, and as I told you before, that I want to try to get this almost all the way up to here. The nice thing with this is it actually has a bigger grip than the other ones I had, so hopefully it'll all go well. Alrighty, so this was the check valve I had before. So the new check valve is smaller. I hope it lasts. As some people pointed out, it does have plastic in there. And then of course I got the adapters, and you gotta always use the Teflon tape. So I used, obviously I'm going to say I used the Teflon tape in all the other places. You know, I hate ordering things on online because you're not always sure they're going to fit. Okay, these are really, really cheap. That's what you get for going cheap. And the threads, come up here, the threads have this stupid seam where the mold was. So maybe some of the threads are better than others. Okay, so no, it's on that one side. So crappy quality control. Who would have thought that something as simple as a piece of plumbing, if it's cheap, you have more challenges? So I was easily able to put it into this side, but the other side it was having some challenges, and so now it should go into that side. Okay, yeah. So I have some actual, the seam is only on one side of the threads. It's not on both sides where it was put together. But that really sucks, because that means, of course, as I put this in, it's going to get hard each time until we wear those threads down. And then, of course, you have to have the Teflon tape. Again, I haven't been doing this type of stuff a lot lately. I used to do quite a bit of PVC work on the farm because we had a drip system for our finches, and it was just PVC pipe with a twist cap on it. Do that again, so that you just unscrewed the cap, you know, like a cap on here. You just unscrewed it until it dripped the amount you wanted. And on our 2.5 acres, we had water all over our 2.5 acres, and it was all run with PVC pipe. And of course, as is always the case, it ends up being different sizes. I don't think I ever did anything with this size, 1 inch, which is why I've had to buy pieces. Most of our stuff was 1/2 inch and 3/4, and then some of the more major pipes on the property were 1.5 that we had to dig up and repair on occasion. So now I'm going to end up needing, I guess I didn't think about it with this, I'm going to need two channel locks. So I got to pause. I got 1 set of channel locks, but I'm going to need another because I can't hold this in my hand tight enough. So I will be back. So I took this outside to try to do it tighter, but then I looked inside, and the plastic is already down to the metal piece. So actually that is all the way in. So that must be, and there you go, you can even see it, that's part of the difference, is that this had more threads on it on both ends, where this only has, well, you can see, so it only has, and I should have noticed that on this side, so you can only go down to this metal piece. So I guess that means at least it's going to be easier for me to put on, but that also means that over time there's more sun exposure, but we'll see. Okay, so what's happened is, apparently when I hit it with the hammer, I hit it too hard and I actually split this elbow. So my gluing was fine, it's the elbow that's bad. So I'm going to use this old piece to put in here because I don't have any more elbows, but I do have more connector pieces. And I really, really, really want to get my water going today. So I've cut the piece out. I have to wait for the water to finish draining. And then, like I said, I'm going to be putting this piece in. So hopefully it all goes well. I guess I can go ahead and start. I can prep this piece. Alright, I'm trying again here. Oh. Let's hope. I don't like the way that elbow went on because it was kind of cattywampus and it wasn't in as deep as I would like. But as long as it doesn't leak, I can work with that. So as you can see, the repair is in. Everything is looking good. Alright, so now I need to plug it in. I didn't see if this one had an on-off switch. I don't see an on-off switch, so it looks like once I plug it in, if there's not enough water, I'll have to prime it. The priming it goes right there, as it says, priming plug. But I may have enough water pressure from the tank, so we'll see. I'm still hearing water gurgling, so I'm going to give it a little while. See if I can just get water to siphon into the pump so I don't have to take that prime plug off. There we go.